Alright, hello and welcome back. We're starting out today in the Witchery Dome here, and the reason we're doing that is because I want to start on the path towards vampirism to find out if that's going to be practical. And it seems like it's not all that difficult, it just has a lot of restrictions on it once you get to that point. So one of the things I have done is I completed dark glassing this main dome here, as well as the smeltery dome. And I encased the draconic power source here, or power core, whatever it's called. And I encased that in dark glass as well. So the only place that sunlight comes into this base right now are any block above a solar panel, and then above our little cow dome here, and over here above the original location where I had some solar panels that has been removed. It's now our sand processing location. It just converts cobble into sand constantly as needed. So with that done, now I can start looking into what's going to be necessary for getting this moving. And so far, there isn't really much information on it. I'm not sure exactly how you're supposed to find this book, but in NEI, you can see that there's this book, Observations of an Immortal. This is the one that will explain to you kind of like the very vague journal of how to go about the vampire route. And as you can see here, this is what it takes. And I've got those things here in my inventory. I do have a little turtle with a draconic grinder set up in deep underground that I can go down and feed the materials, and it will produce nether stars for me, so those aren't really an issue. The only thing I had a problem with was this garlic. This is the only piece of garlic I have found so far in the month or two I've been playing this game. So this one's kind of rare. So what we're going to do is see if this is the right book. And it is. So Doom Guide, Scholar's Account. Okay, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to read through this and see if I can determine what the first step is going to be, or what the steps needed to be are going to get us into the first level of vampire, which is going to be the turning yourself into a vampire. It's the one, I think it's the first maybe 5 levels where you're severely allergic to sunlight and will basically burst into flames. So I'm going to look into what it's going to take to get into that first level, see if I can get all the materials together, and then I will be back. Alright, so after a little bit of looking through this book, the first step doesn't look all that difficult. Looks like it's just going to take a couple pieces that I'm going to have to make. Basically, this looks like a journal of someone kind of writing down what it's like to be a vampire, kind of all Vampire Diaries style. I'm guessing it probably ends the same way. What we need to do here is basically we need to get ourselves a chicken and a skull and then a few other pieces here. We basically need to create this pattern on the ground. You can see they broke it up in the sketch a little bit. You can see it's 5 pieces along here, and it looks like we've got a dent in of the string with a torch in each one of the corners, then redstone dust here, a skull in the middle. And it needs to be open to the sky, and we're also going to need, where was it? Butchering a chicken over a skull with a... Alright, so this is what we're going to need to get. I don't have one of these. The glass goblets looked fairly straightforward to make. They were basically just 3 bottles and a piece of glass. Now, because of a witch farm I've got, I have no end of bottles, so that's easy enough. I'm going to have a couple extra of these to make sure we got some spares. I grabbed some spare skulls, spare torches, basically spare everything to make sure we had enough pieces. Now I'm going to go see about finding a chicken and that bow line. So that may take me a bit because I know I can get a chicken, but the bow line I'm not sure about, so I'm going to have to go look that one up. So I will be back once I get those materials, and then I'm going to head up to the Botania disc and basically desecrate that with some skulls and blood. So I'll be back. Alright, I've decided chickens don't exist. I have searched the entire area around our dome. I don't have any here. I looked at my little chicken pen in there, and those are all gone as well. I'm starting to wonder if while I was searching for some tick lag, maybe a week or two ago when I purged a bunch of entities, I may have nuked all the chickens out of the world by mistake, so I may have to dig into my egg reserve and find some. But I'm going to keep digging on that. I did find out, unfortunately, I don't know what book this stuff comes from, but the bowline is some type of plant harvesting weapon, apparently, and it's made from a piece of iron, a bone, and an emerald. So I've got those materials so I can make that, and I really wanted that hat. Oh well. So I'm going to have to find some chickens. So I'm going to keep flying all over the place until I can come up with a chicken. Once I get 1 or 2 spare, probably, or a couple in my pen, I'm going to pop back and start building that ritual, and then we'll go from there. But until then, more chicken hunting. Okay, this is something that's kind of fun to find, given how annoying these little buggers are. I wonder if I can catch some more. Come in the quicksand. Okay. This stuff is fantastic. We've actually got a little patch of it outside of our base that has punji sticks. It's got quicksand, air. So quicksand, air block below it, then punji sticks on the ground with a couple vacuum lobbers. Worked great early on for collecting materials. Okay, they're all dead. I just thought I would share that because that was kind of amusing. Alright, I've come to the conclusion chickens do not exist. Chickens are a myth. They do not spawn in this world. After about 45 minutes of looking around, I finally gave up and I threw a whole bunch of eggs into what should have been my chicken pen over there, and they're now growing. I do have a baby chicken inside the golden lasso, so we're going to try that. But we're going to start out with this. So this is what we're going to build here. We're going to start out with, by the looks of it, looks like a 7x7 area, and we're going to do it way over here. So we'll put our skull down, and according to this, we need a 3x3 of redstone around it, which is easy enough to do. Okay, redstone, and that's a skull, that's not a book. And now at the edge of the 7x7, we need normal torches, and well, I'm guessing they're normal torches. Just gonna get my edges going there. That doesn't look quite right. No, that's right. I've been using the Tinker's torches so long, normal torches seem weird. Alright, so there's those corners, that corner, and that one. Okay, so now, according to the book, we need to ring this in normal boring string. So let's see if we can get that done. Oh, actually, we're going to put my stuff away here. My arrows have regenerated now, so I don't need to keep them on me anymore. Got moss on my little steel bolts here, so they slowly pull their charge back, which is fantastically useful. I'll put this back in here, and that back over there, and string. Okay, so now what we need to do is it should be 5. Then we go around that block over to here, to here. Oop. Okay. Oh, I thought so. There we go. So that is not where it should be. I seem to have gone a little overboard on my string. Alright, so the sun's coming up. I don't know if this will work in the day. Night. Yeah, so nope, it won't. So what we're going to do in the time being is we're going to make this. We're going to make that bow line thing. I brought enough material to make 2, just because. So that's all it is. Iron, bone, emerald, and it gives you one of these. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to stash the other one for now, along with this stuff. And put that back over there. Okay, we're going to hold on to this. We're going to keep our chicken. Alright, I'm going to wait for day to pass, and then I will be back. And it's nighttime, so luckily we don't need a full moon. Now, like I said, don't know if this is going to work with a chicken, or if it actually, or a baby chicken, or if it actually has to be a full-grown chicken. So if this doesn't work, it's probably why. I do have the goblet in my hand. It doesn't necessarily say that specifically, but it says holding, so I'm going to go with literal here and have it actually in my hand. Alright, looks like it needs to be an actual chicken. That didn't work. Alright, time to go wait for some chickens to grow up, and then I'll be back again. Alright, it's night again, and I now have an actual chicken. So let's try this again. Still did not work. Okay, more research, and then I'll be back again, because apparently I'm reading something wrong. Okay, back again. Think I found the problem. There was a piece of string missing right there. So now we have another chicken, another night, and let's hope it works this time. There we go. Okay, so now we've got our goblet of blood, which string, red dust, skull, pouring onto the skull. Okay, so it looks like you poured on the skull, and by this, I'm assuming we're going to get somebody we need to drag somewhere. So let's see what happens. Now. Ow. Okay. My poor skull. Alright. Obviously it was an NPC because it let me grab it, and then the golden lasso here. Oh, ow. Apparently my fire resist isn't all that good. Okay, so we're going to come down here. Oops, and on the bungee sticks. Originally, before magnum torches, this was spider deterrent because they would spawn outside and just hordes of them would be moving across the dome trying to get to you. Okay, now that we're back inside, let's see. Okay, so we poured the blood on the skull, and we got her, I'm guessing, as the follower. Lakes of lava and underworld. So lakes of lava. Only place you can get lakes of lava aside from Mistcraft are going to be the Nether. So that would match the underworld, proving his worth. That doesn't sound good at all. I think I'm gonna... Alright, I'm gonna go get some armor. I feel dead naked. So I'm gonna go get dressed and be right back because I have no idea what's gonna happen. I get the feeling it's going to bite me, whatever it is. Alright, so I got some armor on, and looking over this line kind of worried me, so I did a little bit of research. It looks like I'm going to have to kill like almost like a mid-boss caliber critter. So, take some stuff with me here, and put my goblets back in the system. I think I'm going to need at least one of those, so we'll just take them all in case. I'm going to bring my little crossbow. It doesn't fire crazy fast, but it does work. That I can remake if I lose it. And it would be a royal pain to lose a lot of this gear. So we're going to stash some of it. Oddly enough, it's easier to make the draconium stuff than it is this tinker stuff. So we're going to do that. Always funny that you can move these ender pouches while you've got them open. You can actually put the bag inside of itself. Many an inconvenient time that way. Okay, so what I made for armor is I made the wyvern chestplate and the wyvern leggings. So they gave me a decent amount. I was also already wearing my runic shielding ring that I was given by our little Vampcraft crazy here. And I'm already wearing my belt of flight. With the exception of the Vampcraft stuff, I can make this stuff again if I lose it. But we do have gravestones, and wow, you run fast while you got this stuff on. Okay, so we're going to go down to our little nether portal where we built it originally and have not yet moved it because I keep forgetting. And see if anything on the other side wants to kill me again. Because that's what happened last time I came in here. Oh, not this time. As you can see, I've done a little bit of sloppy mess in here. I've been gathering the lava up in this area using your standard Buildcraft pumps to fuel my smeltery. As you can see, I've been using quite a bit of it. It's made a mess. So let's see if we can do this here. So let's switch this little bugger over to 3x3. Wow. And just get ourselves some room here. Flip that back. Clear our inventory back out again. Now, it sounds like you need to set her afloat in lava. I didn't really look at that part, so sploosh. I'm guessing something will happen. She doesn't really appear to be taking any damage, so I guess she's fireproof. Ow, I'm not. And no, I need you to do something. It just says lava, like you're just supposed to drop her in here and let her float. So I guess we'll let her float and see what happens. Hopefully it won't take... Apparently I need to turn my cell phone down still. Hopefully she'll do something. On the plus side, at least I can pick her up again. Goblets. Proving your worth. Something about taking her to lakes of lava. Ow, okay, that's apparently what it was. Just had to be patient. And that phone is going to get really annoying. Holy crap, she regenerates? What's up with that? That doesn't seem nice. This could prove complicated if I can't kill her. Armor 8. Armor. Do I have anything in here that can deal with armor? I do not. Oh, hopefully she doesn't die or despawn on us. Alright, let's see here. Let's see. Somewhere in here. I thought... My luck, she despawned, and I'm going to do this whole thing again. Let's see, do I have... You. You'll do. I think rapiers ignore armor, so let's try that. Seems like the draconic sword would make mince out of her, but apparently not. Okay, this could get insanely frustrating if she doesn't actually take damage. I wonder how you're supposed to kill her. Alright, I'm going to bang my head up against this for a while, and if it doesn't work, I'll get the components to make her again, and we'll go from there. Okay, so apparently the trick is that you just need to be really, 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 really close. And we'll just keep spamming. Oh, this is taking forever. This should have enchanted this sword, I think. Die. Okay. Now, do we right-click her with the challenge? We do. Alright. We now have Liquid Demon in a cup, which is apparently the thing you need to become a demon. Or a... Oh, look. Blood. Lilith. That sounds tasty. So we're going to come back here. Now, the one thing that did dawn on me is my, of course, hindsight and all that. My Botania Dome and my Travel Nexus are completely exposed to the sky right now. Well, the Travel Nexus just here in here, but I won't be able to go up to Botania for a while, I don't think. So we'll see how that works out. Let's go here, and then let's see what happens. And I now, you can just barely see it over here on the left side of my screen. I've got a little bit of a blood meter, and it looks like I've got something I can roll off past 1 here for drink blood. Alright, so we're now a vampire, which I'm guessing means if it wasn't for this glass, the rain, or I have no idea what time of day it is right now. This Stormcraft thing gives me night vision. It looks like the trick to killing her was something that could ignore armor and basically being right up on top of her while you did it, because until I was there, it didn't it wasn't doing any damage. So let's see, I've got a village. Where's the other one? There was one that was closer. Geez, they're the same distance away. Alright, we're gonna go see if we can find a village real quick and get some blood. I do have a villager in the house back, or the base back there, but he's my Mistcraft villager, and I really don't want to lose him. So we're gonna fly over here and suck one of these guys dry, and then go from there. I may end up having to crash at that village if the sun comes up while I'm still over there, because I know that much. You basically burst into flames if you're caught outside in the sun. So, alright, I'm going to finish the 300-meter flight, and then I'll be back. And village. Now, I was here earlier. That used to be oil. Oh, crap, the sun's coming up. Go figure. Okay, so come in here. That's different. So apparently if I do this and... Oh, that's neat. You can see the little blood bar going down. And you just kind of drink. I don't really want to kill him, but... Oh well. Hey. Okay, apparently below half wakes them up, and they don't like it when you do that. Poor little villager. Okay, let's see. Where's the sun? Is there a sun anywhere? Okay, the sun went down. That's good. Okay, so moon is going up. Okay, that's good. That means we have time. Let's take a look at our book here. Okay, so we did this part. Proving his worth. That glass. Goblet gang. Someone really... Okay, so that's how we became the thing. Alright, well, I guess I'm a vampire now. I'm going to have to dig around and see if I can figure out how to... I know there's levels. Like, I've only got little 3 blood pips there, and anybody else I've ever seen who's been a vampire has had significantly more. So there's got to be levels to this like there are to a werewolf. So I'll have to find the other journal. So I know there's another one. Maybe you can convert. Actually, let's just check NEI. A little cheaty, but, you know. Torn page. I have no idea what a torn page is. Alright, so I'm going to have to find a torn page. But I think for now, I think that's going to be it. So I'm going to check our times and then see from there. But I'm going to get home first, so I'm not caught outside. But I'm going to go check the times in the video and see where we're at, and I'll be back. Alright, so we are running out of time, so what I'm going to do, I just brought this little guy over here. I did have a villager in here before. I was hoping that they would leak emeralds. So I had a little vacuum hopper here. It didn't work. So I put him there. So... I kind of... Maybe because he's awake? Oh, yeah. Maybe because he's awake, I can't suck his blood. Yeah, that could be interesting. Alright, well, I'm going to cage him in there for now, just so I've got a backup emergency food source if necessary. Go toss this thing back on the wall in case he needs it later. So he knows where to find it, and my draconic sword has beat all the pieces there. But what we're going to do is that's going to be it. I'm going to see if I can figure out how to level up as a vampire. I'd like to figure out where the information is in the actual witchery books as opposed to having to use NEI, because I'm definitely going to need to figure out what this torn page is. So I'm going to have to start digging around and see if I can figure out what that is, kind of dig through the witchery books, see if I can find a reference to that, and then move on from there. But otherwise, thank you for watching, and I will see you next time.